Time to feel the heat. 4 minutes of it to be exact. I'm John Rentham with my review of the United Wrestling Network's Primetime Live Episode 4 event. Who was Zicky Dice's mystery partner? Well, Pope said daddy a whole bunch of times, even though that's insane. That should have indicated, plus the graphic, that it was Effy. And I like Effy, and I'll talk about that more as the main event approaches. So, we get pre-match promos from various talents, including 4 minutes of heat, Rock God Ricky Gibson, and Freak Nasty Eddie Pearl. I love these guys. Great talents. Seen them at multiple Without a Cause shows. That's a local promotion in Everett, Washington, 20 minutes from my house. And then also at Defy Northwest. That's based out of Seattle, and they also do shows in Tacoma. They are the current Defy Northwest Tag Team Champions, and they're a great team, great throwback. Love these guys. They remind me of a mix between the Fantastics and the Rock and Roll Express, and they just work so well together. And I'll praise their work more in this upcoming tag match. We start off with Brian Idol versus Levi Shapiro, who has a loaded glove that he loads up even more. He's got the leather glove, and, it's a good thing to do, old school territorial thing. And he has a manager named Howdy Price. I'm not familiar with either of these guys, but Idol has a good look. Levi has, a good throwback territorial look, and I mean that with respect. Idol does a cool dive. Some good action here, and then Howdy throws his goddamn boot, and then we get a distraction. And just off camera, just out of the referee's view, Levi loads the glove, hits a punch, 1, 2, 3, and gains a victory. So you know what? Hey, if you're going to cheat, you might as well cheat with a pretty good gimmick and a good throwback gimmick. So then the Pope promo I talked about, he doesn't care who the mystery partner is. He should, and says daddy, his catchphrase, but also, we knew that should have known who the fuck it was going to be. We then get Lacey Ryan versus Viperous, FSW Nevada Women's Championship. I gotta say this, I've heard the name Lacey Ryan, haven't really seen that much of her work. I've heard the name Viperous, but I can't name any match that I've seen of hers. I'm gonna check out more of her stuff. She has a really good look. And Lacey Ryan, you can tell, is a world-traveled veteran and was doing some great shit here. I mean, using some good power. Viperous with some nice groundwork, a nice rear naked choke, some good strikes. And they did like a chop exchange at one point. That looked like it fucking hurt. There was some good stuff. And then Lacey Ryan would win with, an over the shoulder, right into the knee strike, 1, 2, 3. But both women killed it. They did some really good stuff. This was probably my favorite match on the goddamn show, outside of the next tag team match. So my second favorite match on the show. But these women, they fucking killed it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else they provide on this. Or maybe if you can suggest any matches that are on YouTube, drop the links in the comments and I'll check them out. So we get 4 minutes of heat. Rock God Ricky Gibson and Freak Nasty Eddie Pearl versus Beef Candy, Ricky Mandel, Ricky Slade, with their manager, or I assume partner, David Flex. He looks like he also wrestles. I'm not really familiar with those guys. But again, talk about the fact I like 4 minutes of heat. Really, really goddamn great. They're fucking tremendous. I fucking love these guys. When wrestling events come back to Washington, if they're going to be at any Without a Cause shows or Defy shows, I got to make sure, just like get a picture with them, buy some more of their merch and stuff like that. Support your local independent wrestlers. Do what you can. Support your local independent promotions, because it's tough times and wrestlers are out there trying to entertain us. But no, I really like these guys. They're fucking tremendous. Can't say enough good shit about their work. First time I saw them, I go, oh, these guys are good. I mean, and it's just one fan's opinion. I'm just a fan. I'm just a nobody. I'm just giving my opinions and saying that these guys are really fucking good. And I love their throwback feel. The backstabbeth, which I really appreciate that move, where it's like the double knees into the back. That was some good shit. Good tag match. I mean, this whole Beef Candy team, again, not familiar with them, but they're pretty damn good, as far as like working over Gibson. I mean, he got beat down for quite a bit. And then the power ballad, 1, 2, 3, and 4 minutes of heat get the victory. And this is exactly, the right call. 4 minutes of heat winning. I was thrilled to see it. I jumped out of my goddamn seat. I was like, yay, cool, I cheered a little bit more than that, but I don't want to try to replicate here. But it was really good stuff, because I'm happy to see people I've seen on indie shows succeed. It's just really nice to see them succeed. We then get Max Caster, who has been on some AEW shows, versus Chris Dickinson, who has been one of the few people where I'm like, okay, I see why the fuck people praise this guy. We see footage of Caster sitting down rapping his theme, seemingly, or rapping about the event and stuff like that. And it's actually pretty damn good. I'm not the biggest fan of new rap, but he has some good skill. As white as I can possibly say it. And, he has some good speed. Dickinson's just really goddamn good. Rough around the edges, but really goddamn smooth in the ring. Caster hits a nice elbow drop for 2. Goes for another one. We get a ton of strikes. And we get the DVD for 3. So that's it right there. That's pretty much it. And, so Dickinson gets victory. And, I mean, he's been a shining star here in this. And I know he works other promotions, stuff like that. I think he worked against Priscilla Kelly in some show. And I don't know what show that was. But, hey, Priscilla Kelly. The fact that I got to see her and Thunder Rosa on one of my favorite matches of the year, and this episode 4 bundle, or this 1 through 4 bundle that I bought, that was worth the goddamn bundle price alone. So yeah, I'm fucking in. And then we get the Bodega, Danny Limelight and Papo Esco, I think was the name. I might have misunderstood some of these names because they didn't have graphics of the names, just of the team names. And then the Wolf Zaddies, who have been on recently, Jeff Cabrera and Bad Dude Tito, I think was the name. This is the match I didn't care about. And Danny Limelight's very good. And none of these guys are bad in the ring. I just wasn't given really a reason to care. Danny hit a cool dive, and then we get Satisfaction, guaranteed, which that's a pretty good name. I can appreciate the wordplay. 1, 2, 3. And a planned huge announcement for next week. And it's Fred Dossier, the former Darren Young from WWE. He recently appeared on New Japan Strong versus Chris Masters. All right. I mean, they've announced a couple other things. Another women's match, and I didn't quite catch it because they didn't have graphics. But then we get the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, and Eric Watts. No, not Bill Watts' son, but the talented guy that faced off against Eli Drake, and also was on tonight's episode of AEW Dark. Damn, the man's a time traveler. Dark was taped. I know this. And they took on Zicky Dice and Effy. And I gotta say this, Effy, if you haven't seen Effy live, it's a fucking experience. And he's great. He is fucking great. And he fools you with his antics. You don't think he can work. Oh, he can work. And he is really goddamn good. He'll lure you in with the gimmicks and the antics and everything, but he's good on the mat. He's good as far with his strikes, and he just is really, really good about working the crowd. He can work a small crowd, he can work a big crowd. And him and Zicky Dice, you can tell, have worked together before. They did some good shit here. This was a nice flow to it. Watts and Pope hit a nice device, but unfortunately, Pope wasn't the legal man, and Watts looked like he was going to get taken out. He got his knee taken out. Pope got in. We get a miscue from Effy. He accidentally kicked Zicky Dice, and then Elijah Express, and Effy gets pinned by the double knees in the corner. 1, 2, 3, and then Dice blindsides Pope. And Dice had cut a promo previously, before the match started, talking about, how does Pope earn money in 2020, and then, that Pope then says to Zicky, spit on tradition, and since Zicky Dice is the current NWA TV champion, that Pope wants that title. So, okay, good hook. Not a bad show, honestly. So, yes, I will be more than likely ordering episodes 5 through 8 in the bundle. I should be able to work it out with my finances. Plus, I'm helping out some talents, and I maybe get to see a really good match like I did with Thunder Rosa and Priscilla Kelly. So why the hell not? Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethlin. I'll see you soon.